having done this, and again, your TradFi experience, coming over into your blockchain experience is massive. I mean, you've already know all the traditional structures. I mean, there's only so many different ways you can skin that cat. But then coming over into blockchain, and the options are almost limitless, and the nuances are in some cases haven't even been heard of. So, one of the things I find so interesting, Hristo, about tokenomics, and really, excited to dive into this with you, is just the fact that it can happen so fast. If you're a traditional company and you say, hey, I want to go on the stock market, or you're gonna get an investment bank. That investment bank's going to talk about your share values, your stock prices, like this massive procedure that you're going to go through before you do an IPO, or initial public offering, or IDO, whatever is happening nowadays in the market. But in blockchain, you can have a serious company that potentially is worth, billions of dollars, that just, in a couple hours, they go ahead and type in a few metrics, deploy a code, and airdrop a whole bunch of tokens and say it's out there. And at that point, what have they really made?
Yeah, let's look at the example of SushiSwap. At the end of the day, what was SushiSwap? A clone of Uniswap. Then they said, okay, we are going to have our own token, and they literally drained their liquidity in a matter of days and becoming one of the biggest and most prominent AMMs within the crypto space. It was really a really amazing story. I don't think that you can anywhere else achieve something like this at that scale in such a little time. And really, the core thing here is that the infrastructure is there. And I think that this is really critical, that at the end of the day, you can create a protocol and it can right off the bat start integrating with other protocols which are already on the blockchain. And I really think that this is such a huge plus for the industry, because you don't need to create everything from scratch yourself. You can just leverage on what other people have already built. And this is built into the ethos of the blockchain. It is not something that people are necessarily trying to gate their applications. They want you to integrate with them, because this is a win-win situation for both.
So what's in your mind a couple examples of projects that really did a good job of this, that are out there, they're mature, and that their tokenomics model that they launched, potentially years ago, is holding up to users' expectations?
So the thing which definitely comes to mind right off the bat is Aave. So I think that this is the prime example of tokenomics done right, in my opinion. So what is a tokenomics done right? I think that the protocol doesn't need the token. So the protocol can operate even without the token. It can be profitable without the token, but the token adds an additional level of security and additional value on top of the protocol itself. So I really, really like this design philosophy, because recently I believe that there are too much projects which are trying to gate all their functionality behind their token. And I really don't think that this is the correct approach to build on top of the blockchain. I think more inclusivity and then added value via the token rather than exclusive gated ecosystems.